Good morning, family and friends. EB on the AT. We are in Vernon today. I'm in Vernon. I gotta stop saying we. I'm in Vernon. We're doing a 15-mile training hike from Vernon 94 to New York 17A in preparation for this upcoming weekend, July 1st through 4th. I am joining the Delaware Valley Appalachian Mountain Club chapter, and we will be doing 35 miles someplace in the Allegheny Mountains. Buck Trail, I forget the name of it, but 5,200 foot elevation change over 3 days. We'll be camping on Friday and then starting a hike on Saturday. So this is in preparation for this hike, that hike. So we're coming to you live. It is Tuesday, June 28th, and it is a stellar morning. We are blessed with such great weather. Yesterday was 180 degrees, different from now. Hot, humid. We had some rains come through and really cooled it off. This major cool air mass coming down from Canada. It's a gorgeous day. So last did this hike in December. And those of you that do not know me, but watch my channel, thank you. I was still recovering from my through hike. It took me a good 3 months to really recover and gain back some of the 32 pounds I lost, most of it in muscle. But I'm feeling good. Gained the weight back. Hopefully took some off. This isn't the first training I've done this year. So let's enjoy the AT today on this training hike. It's, again, a gorgeous day. And there we go. Top of Wawiana Mountain, which offers this wonderful view. We'll check it out when we get up there. And much to my surprise, there is nobody here. It's about 8:30 Tuesday morning. There's nobody here. I'm shocked. Because usually there's 1 or 2 cars during a weekday. The weekends I avoid this place because it's just overrun with people. All right, so let's go. Now, as I mentioned, I've been doing more, a lot of hiking this year through here, training sessions. And this year there's been a bear family that's been in here. Mom, a pop, and a cub. I don't see him today. Figures. The first time I saw the male bear, we kind of surprised each other. He was about, 50 feet from me, like in that brush right in there. And we surprised each other. He looked at me, I looked at him, and he bluff charged me. Bluff charge is something that he'll get up on his hind legs and he'll kind of stutter step towards you to see what you will do. He took a couple of steps. Hair is raised on his back. You stand your ground. I got large, lifted my trekking poles up, started yelling at the bear, and he just kind of meandered away. But yeah, that was interesting. I'll put the picture of the bear in here. So we are coming up on a trail. I just heard something. No, probably a squirrel. Anyway, so now we're coming up on this one section here where you'll see there's ropes and they tell you to stay on the trail because people, a bunch of candy asses, will go off this trail here because it's a lot easier instead of tracing through these rocks. Candy asses, that's what we call them. Anyway, so they try and keep you on the trail. This is new here the past couple of days. People put this here, but yeah, it's been traced. You can tell people have gone off trail, going the easy way, instead of staying on trail and just dealing with what the trail gives you. In the spring, this is all full of water. But yeah, so there's another section up here too that's roped off. When you start climbing, people pretty much stay to the trail. I think I'll have to check it out when we get up there. And here's where the candy asses would come out on the other side of this here. As you can see, there's a rock wall here and there's barriers, but people don't pay attention to that. They just go however the hell they want. Most people come here, they don't have a clue that they're on the Appalachian Trail. Anyway, enough complaining about that. And let's pay attention to the task at hand. Our first decent climb of the day. I have a few different things this year, and new equipment. Changed out my Z-Packs Arc Blast to a Hyperlite 3400 junction, 3400 cubic inches. I should have gone with the 2400, but I don't know. I went with the 34. It's no problem. I mean, it's a great pack. I barely feel it on my back. The only difference is this fits squarely in your back. With the Z-Packs Arc Haul, you have a little air gap. And the way I sweat, I just hope the inside stays dry. This pack is supposed to be 100% waterproof, so I'm not carrying a cover. I am carrying a liner for my quilts. I have my 3/4 Jacks Are Better underquilt, and this year I ordered a 40-degree Enlightened Equipment top quilt. I had a 40-degree Jacks Are Better top quilt, but it was all Velcro. I just didn't like the Velcro. So we switched. I switched. There we go with that we again. And the pack feels really good. I mean, it's really light. I mean, I don't have much in here. I have exactly what I'm taking for this hike this weekend. I think I weigh about, my base weight is 14 pounds. And so I'm probably, with food and water, maybe 23 pounds, which is fantastic. This weekend's hike, we're going to be hiking Elk State Forest, and it's a little bit west of Williamsport, Pennsylvania. and 35-mile trail. I can't forget the trail name. It's Buck something. I'll look it up and put it in here for you. But yeah, that's the reason for today's hike. And plus, give me a chance to try out everything for the big hike in September. I'll be finishing the long trail. If you remember, the long trail is a trail from Massachusetts to the Canadian border, and we hiked 105 miles on it. The AT and the long trail run concurrently for 105 miles. So we got off in Killington, and the long trail continues up the Green Mountains to the Canadian border. So myself, along with hopefully Sarge and a few other backpacking friends of mine, will be taking that trip. We'll be starting that hike September 12th. Hopefully see some really beautiful Vermont fall colors. So we are encountering the major rocks in this climb. The camera does not give a good perspective of the climb. But it's still a climb on the AT nonetheless. On this climb up while we're on the mountain to the Stairway to Heaven, here's the first little trickle of water that we encounter. Little stream coming out of that rock. Little flow. I mean, you can make it work if you're a thru hiker and you need water. Not a problem. So, I said it was a stellar day. It still is. Low humidity. And I'm covered in sweat. As always. Still climbing on these rocks. So last year at this time, as you know, videos from last year, which I periodically do. Last year at this time, Sarge and I were in Hanover, New Hampshire. We had just finished a southbound 16-mile slack pack on a hot, humid day. Finished it off at Molly's restaurant with Sarge, Soundscape, and myself having several beverages and food. And then today, a year ago, we left there, went back to the spot where we started our southbound slack pack and continued Nobo. I think we wound up, I'm not sure, that we wound up at the hiker-friendly hostel just south of Mount Moosilauke, which is the first mountain in the Whites. I think. That was a year ago. I'm probably wrong, but that's what I recall. No, wrong. Hexacuba Shelter. Right. We were at Hexacuba Shelter, got caught in the rain, got drenched. And that's the night that crazy guy who came up the mountain screaming and yelling and singing because he was afraid of bears who had come into his camp. Yeah. But yeah, so a year later, that's where we were, Hanover, New Hampshire, beginning the whites. So here's another area that's roped off. And there's more of a pronounced barrier here. But see what the candy asses do? They go around the barrier and go up there. They don't want to take these rocks. You know, if you're not going to follow the trail, why even be out here? This is the challenge. This challenge is to, you know, take on what the AT gives you. But anyway, I figured I'd show you the area, the second area that's roped off here. So yeah, we're at the top of this climb here. And by the way, I have to say, the term candy ass, I have to pay tribute to, and unfortunately, a memorial tribute to our shuttle driver on my Sobo route last year in Virginia, Jimmy, who shuttled Soundscape, Bookworm, Two Hats, and myself all around the Marion, Virginia area in this really cool van. I'll put it up here on after this. Here's Jimmy's van that he traveled around in. But yes, unfortunately, from what I understand from my through hiking colleagues, Jimmy succumbed to lung cancer. Not surprising, he smoked like a fiend. But anyway, we came off trail one day in a really hard rain, and we got Jimmy to shuttle us back into the hotel. He called us a bunch of candy asses for not dealing with the weather. So that's where that title comes from, candy ass. I didn't think of it myself. Jimmy, God rest your soul. All right, well, here's the famed Stairway to Heaven. We're approaching it. And it's just a magnificent rock step. This is really something. How they put this together. But, yeah, this is one hell of a feat. Thank goodness for this, because it'd make the climb really hard. Yeah, you can't really tell, but that's a heck of a climb up. A couple hundred feet, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we continue to climb these steps known as the Stairway to Heaven. All right, we're up top. Not to the viewpoint, we'll hit that next. But we're at the top of the climb of the stairs. For those of you that do this hike and are just day hikers and live around here, when you see this rock pile, go left. Hey, how are you? Just paused. Somebody came from behind me. Anyway, go left, go that way. And here's today's fun fact. When you're off trail and you see a blue blaze trail, that is the start of a blue blaze trail. I see a double and then one on top, double blaze, one on top. That's the start of a trail. I'll show you what the end of the trail looks like. That's the end of a trail. Double blaze with the blaze on the bottom. That's the end of any particular trail. It's kind of like a standard blaze, like that. Oh, here comes some more through hikers. So, yeah, but that's what that looks like. Fun fact of the day. The viewpoint up on top while we're on the mountain. This is Vernon Valley. Pochuck Mountain is in the foreground, and we should be able to see High Point Monument. Right, let me come into focus. Sorry, folks. Right there, if you can see it. Sun shining right on it. Hopefully you can see it. There it is. Yeah. And over here is the Catskill Mountains. Beginning, you can't really see it with that tree in the way, but yeah, it's the Catskills over there. So this is, and there's nobody up here today, so that's why I came here now. Later on there'll be a ton of people up here. I just passed, one day hiker just passed me, and then 3 through hikers come up behind me. They came this way, but I thought they were coming up to the viewpoint, but I guess they kept on going. Gorgeous day, beautiful day. All right, let's keep going. All right, I climbed up Wawayanda past that viewpoint. Now we're on the backside of Wawayanda Mountain, heading down towards that stream that I like. So this is a nice part of I like this section here. Nice and quiet. All you hear is birds, no cars. You don't see too many people, although I've passed 5 hikers so far, or they passed me when I went towards the viewpoint. One day hiker passed me as I was videoing that rock cairn, and then 3 other through hikers came up behind me. They kept going, and as I come out of the viewpoint, I saw another hiker pass. So yeah, they're out today. I was doing trail magic. A couple times left a cooler across Barrett Road. Other times when I was out training, I would go to Burger King, get like 6 breakfast sandwiches and sausage, egg and cheese, and I would hand them out to the through hikers as I was hiking. You can imagine, quite to their surprise, when I get trail magic in the middle of the woods. Usually you get it at a road crossing or something. But yeah, I like to do that. So yeah, this is a nice section of this hike. So next is a stream. Yeah, here's a stream I like. This guy getting water. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you today?
Not bad for an old man. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm probably older than you.
You are. Maybe, but you're doing great.
How long you been on your hike?
I'm just doing a section.
Ah.
I'm with my daughter who's doing the whole trail.
Oh, good. When did you hook up with her?
I'm sorry?
How long is your section?
I'll leave today.
Oh, all right.
I've done 6 days.
Oh, all right. I passed those 3 hikers at the stream. I don't know how much I videotaped, but the one guy I was talking to, he's just sectioned with his daughter. And he's getting off today, coming with Lake. As usual, people that aren't from here are just amazed at how beautiful New Jersey is. The trail through here. And it is. It's great. So, continuing on. Next, we'll cross Barrett Road onto while we're on the shelter. I may or may not take you down there. It's just another shelter. You've seen a lot of them on my videos. Nothing different. It's a shelter. But we'll see. We'll see how the wind carries me. All right, now we're coming out to Barrett Road. And when I do trail magic with my cooler, here comes some cars, I will show you where I put it. Busy road, as you can imagine. So I put my cooler right here. Great spot. A lot of thru hikers wouldn't suspect it being there. And so it's nice to find trail magic when you don't expect it. So we're about 3 miles from, well, less than 3 from, maybe 2 to while we're on the shelter. Nice flat I can talk. Nice flat section here. Can make some good time. It's flat for a little bit. And really there's no really big ups until we get close to the New Jersey-New York border. And then after that, Prospect Rock. I wish to see some fine views into Manhattan today. And then from there we boulder scramble for a few miles out in the open. Today's not going to be too bad. It's supposed to be in the mid-70s by the time I get there, probably. I don't know what it is. It's got to be mid to upper 60s right now. It's just a beautiful, beautiful morning. I encountered a couple of people today that I mentioned. One day hiker passed me going the opposite direction. I don't know where she started. Didn't start at Barrett Road. Flies. But yeah, I can't stress how beautiful a morning it is. But we'll keep cruising. So somebody put a 500 here. I don't know 500 for what, for who. It's not 500 from Harpers Ferry to here. It's not 500 from Sobo, from Katahdin to here. It's over, it's like 800. Certainly isn't 500 from Springer. So I don't know what that 500 represents. It's somebody's 500. And they celebrated it. Good for them. Good for them. All right, I'm still cruising. Well, I pushed on past the shelter. Just took a pack soft break. right where the shelter leads off the trail, but I didn't go to the shelter. A couple through hikers passing by. And now I'm pushing on. You see one shelter, you see them all. So just your basic lean-to, 3-sided shelter, lean-to if you're in Maine. So we're pushing on to this pond, and then past that is Warwick Turnpike. And the next water source is about 3 miles away. That's why I'll take another little break, get some more water. And then we'll push on to Prospect Rock, where we'll have lunch. Beaver, this looks like a beaver dam. I don't see any beaver huts around here. Oh well. Well, the geese are enjoying it. We've now crossed Warwick Turnpike. And heading on Nobo. Two hikers in front of me. I'm surrounded by them today. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. After my hike in Elk State Park this weekend, I'm seriously contemplating going through New Jersey again, doing at 18 in New Jersey again. Last year, I've done it twice, but last year, first time I did it was 1991. Last year I went through a slack pack, and I didn't really get to camp out any place except one overnight. Two overnights. Yeah, that's right. So I don't know. I felt like I rushed through New Jersey. So I think when I get back, the week that my number one trail angel is away at the shore with Denise and some grandkids. Which, by the way, I'm not allowed to go down there. I've been banned. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll do that in about 5 days. So I get to camp out and, just enjoy New Jersey. But, on the other hand, it could be very hot going through New Jersey in the middle of July. So we'll see. I don't know. Still on the fence. I'm leaning towards going, but we'll see what the long-term forecast. If it's in the 90s and humid, forget about it. I'll do it some other time. Do it in the fall. Yeah, that's what I do it in the fall. Maybe I have to get back from the long trail. Anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling. Here's the trail. We're cruising. Bye. Listen to that. So we're going to come into a kind of a swampy area now. And boy, am I glad it's cool out, or else the mosquitoes will be attacking. That is a big ass woodpecker. Pick your feet up. You don't want to fall in this crap. It's either a big woodpecker or a very hollow tree. It kind of sounds both. Crossing this bridge. I hope that... And I noticed this sign. It's nice. 2000 Legging Eagle Scout Project by Thomas Tracy of Troop 86 in Bloomingdale. Very nice. Well, I do plan on using a water source. It's a little ways in here. I hope it's not looking like that. Well, this is the water source that I was going to use. Still going to use it because I need it. Oh well. Almost to the state border. New Jersey, New York border. Now's when we start doing some boulder scrambling. I already had one big jump. I had to toss my trekking poles up. Whew. I think they may have lunch in the shade, not out in the sun. I was gonna have my Prospect Rock. It's 1:15. Time for lunch, I think, someplace around here. Find a nice rock to pull up in. This looks pretty good. Lunchtime. Okay, lunch has been consumed. It's 1:30. Now we're going to hit the border in 0.3 miles. And we're going to be out in the sun most of the rest of the way. Well, the next maybe 2 miles. I'll do a little bit of scrambling now. And I got to figure this out. I have to remember I don't have my trail legs. And we'll be doing this for a little while. I'll bring you back from the border. Now, here's where the state line trail starts. This leads down to Lakeside, New Jersey, which is on Greenwood Lake. But we're going to keep going this way because we're almost at the border. Yeah, let's go down this way. Almost at the border. We'll get back to you. Ooh, we're getting closer. I hear people. Here we are.
Let me move my socks, sir.
You're okay.
Anyway,
New York, New Jersey border. Stepping over.
Enjoyed. I hope somebody gives you lots of cuddles.
Me too. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now we got that knocked off. The next is see the flag at the top of Prospect Rock. See what kind of shape that thing is in. They put a new one up last year around Memorial Day. Because I came through here with a flag of my own to replace it, but somebody had already done it. I saw in another hiker video this year that the flag looked like it was in tattered shape. So hopefully somebody will come by and replace it, at least by 4th of July. That would be nice, huh? So we'll see. And past those 3 hikers, we've been playing tag all day. The one older guy is Bill's father, and he's getting off today in Greenwood Lake. I saw him at that stream. And the one girl is through hiking to Katahdin. I don't know about the other guy that was with them. There's another guy. Okay, we'll get back to you. Yeah, flags need to be changed. Wow. Okay. Maybe next time I'm up here, I'll bring one. I don't know when that'll be. There's a nice clear shot of New York City skyline. There's downtown. Looks like the Freedom Tower, maybe. And then that's Midtown right there. Yeah, let's see if we can get a better view. There's a little bit better view. I don't think that's the Freedom Tower downtown. Here come some people. But yeah, nice and clear picture today. Probably the clearest I've ever seen it. We climbed down from the rocks over here. And we're in this little crevasse here or whatever, but it's nice and cool down here. Fortunately, we caught most of the Prospect Rock view on the top there while the sun was behind a cloud, so it wasn't that bad. And now the sun has come out of the cloud, but we're down here, so everything's cool. There's a nice butterfly. Almost stepped on it. So yeah, we go down this little crappy piece of the trail. Kind of scrambly little section here. Yes, this still is the trail. As long as it's a nice cool area. Because once we get out of this, we'll be kind of scrambling, boulder scrambling a little bit on top. For a little bit. Then we'll dip down again and then come back up. Rock scramble. And then go back down. Yeah, still following it. All right, come back to you later. Here's one of my favorite things to this section. Just walk up this rebar here. Had to do a little bit of rock scrambling to get up here. You know, oh, I need a minute. I would try video while I'm going up this, but I got my trekking poles. So I think we'll just put the camera away and use two hands. I'll show you when we get up. Okay, we made it up. See? We're up. And I gotta do a little bit more. Now we'll be up, exposed for, I don't know, about a mile and a half or so. Hopefully the sun goes behind the clouds. There's one end of Greenwood Lake. A little boat marina there. Nice views. Mostly trees though. Communication towers. I don't know where they are. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, we're going this way. Let's see. I think I'll go up this way. I'm not going that way. I'm gonna go this way. You know, this doesn't get any easier the older you get. Oh my goodness. But I still enjoy it, so I'll keep doing it. I tell you, these shoes are just fantastic. They just grip the rock. Okay. My hand's getting tired holding the camera. This rock is amazing. I think it's called pudding stone. I'm not 100% sure, but it sure grips to my boots. My boots, my shoes. What am I talking about? Boots. I don't wear boots anymore. Shoes. All right, there we go. Still out here. Been out on this ledge for an hour. In and out of the woods. I think this is the last exposure we have before we go back into the woods and stay there until we get to 17A. I don't know what that is in the distance there. I see some housing or something like that. Don't know what it is. Whew, boy, when the sun goes behind the clouds, it's nice, but when it comes out, it's brutal. This looks a little steep. I want to try over here. Yeah. Okay. Let me go this way. I don't think this is the last we're going to be on this. I think we have one more exposure. Okay, just showing you. So we dipped down in the woods now for about 15 minutes and got to this stream, which is usually flowing. And as you can see, it's pretty much dried up. Unbelievable. There's a nice stealth site over here. But geez, let's hope to get a drink out of this. I mean, I don't need any water. I got water, but gee whiz. It's nice to have some fresh water, cold water. But not here. Wow. Maybe I should rethink my hiking through New Jersey in the middle of July, because we'll have a lot of this. Yeah, this is a good stealth site over here. People hike at or camp at, you can see. I still think we're popping out one more time. So yeah, we popped out on these rocks. Fortunately, it's covered, but not too much further. We'll be out in the open again. Whew. That dried up stream, I mean. That was something. I've never seen it like that before. Well, I've never been hiking this section this late in the year. One last look at Greenwood Lake through the trees. before we dip in and back into the woods and stay there until 17A. Greenwood Lake is a very long lake. So there's this big ass up that had to get up. I lost my handles and kind of fell backwards a little bit. This through hiker was looking right at me. Probably thinking, "Hey, stupid old man, the hell you should be out here." He asked me if I needed help, but of course I didn't take it. I eventually did get up, but I let him go ahead of me. Didn't want to hold him up anymore. Okay. I thought we're dipping into the woods. Well, I was wrong. This is a plateau I thought we would be on. But no, this is one of the last looks like Greenwood Lake. See Greenwood Lake Village down there. But yeah, last look, because we're going to dip into the woods in about 60, 70 feet. Now, back in the woods, out of the cliffs, or the rock faces, and in the shade. We're about, I don't know, 2.5 miles to go to get to 17A. Choose happiness. I can't read that. Maine, 890. Georgia, 1360. Village, Greenwood, 0.9. And Vista View, we just came from, .1. So this is the 2-mile mark. We're all coming. I'll call my #1 trail angel and say, 2 miles away, come and get me. Nice flat grade here. I can make up some decent time. Still nice and cool in the woods. My feet are getting kind of tired though. Well, at the end of this I'll have done 15.1. That's the longest I've done this year so far. So we'll keep on trucking. Paraline view. Just an easement. All right, half a mile to the trailhead. All right. Coming out to the trailhead. Let's see if my #1 trail angel is there yet. I think I see a red car. Is that my #1 trail angel? I think it is. She has come to rescue me. What a hiker's dream, to be rescued by your #1 trail angel. All right, well. Oh, this isn't her. Oh, yes, it is. Nice shiny hubcaps. There she is, coming to rescue me.
Hello.
What a perfect way to end a hike. Here in my hammock. You know I love hammocks. Anyway, end of the day, summary, 15.1. And it was a great day. It was, I feel okay. A little stiff, but that's to be expected. I'm going to be 69 years old, by the way, July 6th. So that's to be expected. 15.1. Saw a bunch of hikers out there today. That was good. A couple of female section hikers. So it was the end of a good day. So that there caps my my training for my 4th of July, July 1 through 4th of July backpack in Pennsylvania. So next time we'll see you on the trail in Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching once again. God bless, and we'll see you again. Bye.